Welcome to Hollywood Toys, the only place where you can live the movies.
Yo, everybody! Welcome to Hollywood Toys, the only place where you can live the movies. I am your host, Magic Mike, and welcome to my channel, where I do travel and entertainment vlogs where I cover theme parks, comic and horror cons, movies, celebrities, action figures, video games, and more. And I also have some pretty cool action figure and movie merch as well. So be sure to subscribe to the channel, as well as hit that notification bell, so that you won't miss out on any future videos, future live streams, or new and upcoming and exciting product releases. And now, it's magic time. Boom, 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 boom. Here we are again. Oh yeah. Time for another fantastic Mailing Monday, where every Monday we're shipping and packaging and sending out packages of the wonderful products you could find at Hollywood Toys to some awesome customers across the country, across the world, as I ship everywhere, pretty much. Oh yeah. So we got some labels to print and package and all that good stuff. And I apologize, but usually I try to print and cut all my labels in advance. But, you know, thing after thing after thing just kept coming up this afternoon, holding me back. You know, no surprise, nothing new here. So, yeah, lots of exciting updates. Lots of cool stuff going on in Hollywood Toys world. That's right. So welcome everybody. Welcome to another exciting episode of Mailing Monday. So we got some fans. We got some family and friends here, such as Mama Bear 06, aka Tina, who says, "Hi, Mike. How is my big brother today? I am doing great. And I hope you are, little sis, as well." And Bo Seamus, it's almost Mike J time. Oh, yeah. Actually, no, you're wrong. Not almost. It is time, Mike J time. And Tina says, when I went to the doctor last Tuesday, 126.5. One day, maybe I'll catch up with you, Tina. Who knows? We're working on it. That's right. So, down to the last minute package of another Jurassic Park Lost World InGen dinosaur information sheet set. Right here. There's 16 sheets altogether, 5 carnivore sheets, and then 10 herbivore sheets. These have been selling like hotcakes. And of course, I broke my back for days and days and days trying to make up extras of these, as I make them in a laminated version, and then I make them non-laminated version. So I'm going to blink my eye in a couple weeks, and the 10 sets that I made, laminated and non, are all going to be already gone, and I'm already going to be... So it's like, I don't know. Let's say... Bo Seamus says, amendment. It is Mike James time. All right. And Mr. Pixel Protocol, Mailbox Monday, getting your packages. Oh, yeah. Hopefully no disasters will occur. But we will proceed as scheduled, as normal, as everything like that. So hope everybody had a great weekend. I had a very extremely productive, exciting roller coaster weekend for sure. All right, so we are And water first. I got my today's episode is brought to you by Smart Water. Yeah. Down the gullet, get those electrolytes. Ah. And then the last little bit we had in this one. What's so smart about it? Hey, Smart Water, why are you so smart? Says it'll get back to me on that later. There we go. I don't know. I think it's more of a reflection on you. If you want to be smart about your health, it's you that's smart for getting the water. Oh, boy. All right. Now, pack this up and start printing some labels. Okay. All right. So, where is... Yep, it's right there. Oh, got to put in our shipping note and our upside down printed business cards. Still can't believe this crap. Yeah. All right. Rue, what's up, Rue? How you doing? Mike is calling us all fat today. I didn't call anybody fat. If there's anyone I'm gonna be calling fat, it's me, y'all. Come on now. And that's such a generalized term. What could be fat to someone else could be beauty to somebody else. You know, I say for the females, the more you have on you, the better, is what I say. Hey, Amber Leghorn. Hey, cool guys. Just joking. I figured you rascal you. All right. So thank you so much for stopping by. I love all you guys. I love how all you guys keep me entertained and keep me company and even somewhat sane. No shame. Hit the like for Skinny Mike. That's right. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. It all continues. I'm never going to stop. I don't have a choice. Okay, so we have that. Cut the corners a bit so it slides into the poly bag a bit easier or easily. Mama Bear. Tina says, I tried that smart water and I did not like the water. Yeah, it does have a bit of a off taste to it, but I guess I don't really notice it compared to just regular filtered water. Certainly, it doesn't taste horrible. If it did, I wouldn't be drinking it. But there are other flavored waters that you can get that also have the electrolytes that I also like, such as the Propel powder drinks. You put in your water, 0 calories, 0 sugar, and taste just like grape Kool-Aid. Who doesn't like some great Kool-Aid? Or you could get fruit punch, you can get orange, you can get lemon, you can get all the good stuff. Much better than soda. Anything's better than soda. I quit that crap, I would say almost going on 5 years ago, and I do not miss it. Hey, little sis, fangirl Kate, more weight is not healthy. You mean like, well, I mean, I know what you mean. But depending on the person, it can look better. Da, da, da. Okay. Hi, Mike. How are you? Still busy, still, going at it. It's just classic whatever. Just when I thought I'd be caught up on everything by a certain day, another week goes by, and then another week, and then whatever. So, yeah, it's working on it, people, working on it. Um, but as I always say, it's a blessing and it's a curse. I'll never be bored ever for the next 30 years. I'll never wake up one day and be like, what am I going to do today? I'm so bored. I wish a day would come like that, like for real. Oh, all right. So, which we got to write down what this is, but or who is it? Who is it going to? It's going to Josh. All right. Oh no. Okay. Time to start a printing, and then we can get into business. What y'all been waiting for? Okay. Pixel says, do you consider yourself a feeder? I don't know that. I mean, I guess it depends. Uh, let's see here. Okay. We'll start with this side over here first. Two orders. Oh, dang it. One of them's an international package. I would have to open up. Ugh, come on. Hate these. Oh, no, that's not cancel. Mm-hmm. Edit. There we go. Go over to good old pirate ship. Log into my account. Mike, did you have lunch today, my big brother? No, I haven't had anything to eat yet today. As I think I'm going to skip breakfast slash lunch today and probably have just one meal today. Let's see here. Oh. Street address. Oh, let's see. Okay. Oh. Okay. Frank. It's that. Please don't give me any issues with my tissues. Dress. Dress. Uh, Make you some salad, my big brother. You read my mind. That's probably exactly what I'm gonna have. I'd even do another cooking live, but I think I'm gonna retire those because nobody seems to like those or watch, which I understand. It's just me there not really doing or saying anything and making my din-dins, so not that big of a deal. I mean, it's not exactly. It's as far-fetched as you can get away from living the movies. Um, oh, City, Sauchez, City, and oh, postal code. That's that. And France. Oh, where'd you go? Right there. There we go. All right. And 15 by 15 by 2. Oh no, this, what am I doing? It's an envelope. Dippo 9 by 12 by. This isn't the double package, is it? Oh, I think it might be. Yeah. All right. Good thing I double checked. Mr. Giorgio ordered 2 InGen sets. Or was that no? I'm thinking of. I might be thinking of another one. Oh, never mind. That was the one before this. Okay. So that one is 15 good old ounces to the pounces. Zero, 15, 49. Get rates. Come on, get it. What's going on? Your envelope is too small. Oh, duh, because there you go. All right. Get rates, get rates, get rates, get rates, get rates. 27.92 by label. Oh yeah. I did like cooking show. My friend every Monday at 5 p.m. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. There it goes. All right. Now we can knock out the rest of these and be on our ways. Okay. So ship by tomorrow. That's what I'm doing. All right. So that one, 8 ounces, 598 or 597 USPS ground review and purchase. Print away. Print, print, print. Okay, there it is. And then, oh boy. Oh, dang it. I forgot to set it to 1 page. Because it prints out all this other junk customs declarations that don't need to be included, really. And it's just, oh, come on now. Is that one? There we go. Alright, and then we got our other ones we need to print. Alright. 6 more. We're good. Bam, bam, get shipping label. Alright, so there we go. That's 8 ounces. That is 8 ounces. That's 8 ounces. That's 8 ounces. Another customs form we gotta open. Oh, shipment options. Oh, go and edit. Another customs form we gotta edit. Yay, 27. United States. There we go. And then I have read and agreed. Apply to all selected labels. Bulgaria. And it won't let me use USPS for this. Guess I'm gonna have to trust it. USPS ground. Oh, that one is going to Jenny. This one is, wow, 10 ounces. There we go. Review and purchase. That's right. Confirm and pay, 29, or... Oh, here's my scissors. There we go. Oh, scan form it up, generate, but don't hate. Oh. Labels! Alright. So, for those of you that don't know, but probably everybody already does know, so I apologize for repeating repeat information, but we can all rejoice in that I have finally solved the San Andreas streaming issue. Yay! As, what was it? Yeah. So I finally got a capture card so I could capture the game play directly instead of the shoddy amateur way I was doing it when I first started by using my phone and just recording my screen with the phone. You know, that was fun and interesting and whatever. You know, because I've gotten to the point to where, you know, sometimes you can't wait for something to be perfect to just do something. Instead of worrying about why you can't do it, figure out how you can do it now in the meantime, because, you know, any stream is better than no stream at all, you know, and to just, you know, start practicing and all that stuff. So eventually, I finally got that capture card, and I was like, all right, so that solves that issue, and I wanted to wait until I got that as well before game streaming again. So the first test was a disaster, but yet it was a success. So because as most of you know, I was using a old Xbox 360 to play the game, and often I would have issues with trying to get the game to boot up, and then it would take forever, and then when I eventually would, the game would freeze, every once in a while, so those were some fantastic moments on those past live streams, which are still here on the channel. So I knew more than likely it would come down to either having to replace the 360 or get it fixed, whichever would be cheapest, all that good stuff. So, but I just wanted to test the capture card, which worked, but of course, and of course, so, I turned on the game, put in San Andreas, and wanted to make sure the game would boot up before going live or even scheduling the live. So, turned it on, it booted up first problem, started playing it, and then just, paused it, or, I was like, alright, great, I already have it up and running. I wasn't going to start the live and then put the disc in and then whatever. So, schedule the live, get it all ready to roll, got the capture card ready to roll, and then, not even a minute, right before, 5 minutes before the scheduled live, the game, of course, goes gay. And then took forever trying to get it to work and figure it out and whatever. So then I figured, okay, let me try, because I also have an Xbox 360 Slim. So I figured, let's see what games I could play on that. So I switched over to that and was able to stream those games, and I started going through all the games that I haven't gone through in a while and all that stuff, so I could see what's what, and what's playable, what's not. So, and then after a while, at the last minute, I decided to switch back to the 360 to see if I can get the San Andreas to working again. Because I was determined, because that was the title of the stream, San Andreas live stream. So I was able to get it to work for a little bit, made some game progress. Got to save that game progress, so it had a bit of a happy ending, but then, of course, in the end, the game, froze and crashed again. So, it was frustrating, being that I have this perfectly working Xbox Slim that I can't play San Andreas or any of the original Xbox games on, as I've tried, before, and it just says, you cannot play any original Xbox games without an original Xbox 360 hard drive. And it's something that I forgot about, because years prior, when I tried playing Xbox games on it, they wouldn't work. So here's the funny story, or here's the other funnier parts of the whole thing. The Xbox Slim, I found in the dumpster. So about 15 years ago, when I lived in Tampa, I lived in an apartment complex that had a dumpster. So I'm not a dumpster diver per se, but whenever I throw away the trash, I would just take a glance and look to see if there's anything, if it's kind of full, and anything on the top that's within, literally just reach over and grab it within grabbing distance, I would, grab it. I'm not going to hop into a dumpster and dig around to look for stuff or open bags or go that extreme. So one day, I throwing away my trash, and there is a perfectly good looking Xbox Slim just sitting right there on the top with the power cord and a controller, or I don't know, I don't remember, but I'm like, huh. So I figured, okay, I'm going to take this inside and and see if I could hook it up and see if it works. And either I had everything was there, or that plus if I had something in the house that could, whatever was missing, whatever cord. But either way, I remember that same day hooking it up, testing it, and what do you know? Lo and behold, a perfectly good working Xbox Slim. And I'm just like, why would anybody throw away a perfectly good working video game? Like, are they that rich to where, oh, okay, we're gonna get the next, newer console and just toss this, whatever. Especially back then, like, probably could have gotten at least a good 30 to 50, I would imagine $50, for the system or whatever. So yeah, I started messing around with it, and then started playing my 360 games on it, but then quickly realized, oh, but I can't play the regular Xbox games, on it. But I said, that's fine, I'll just play the regular Xbox on the 360 and whatever, and that's back when it wasn't so bad, or, whatever. And then, so recently, let me catch up on the chat, I'm sorry. Mama Bear says, and my friend watching wrestling every Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Friday. Oh, yep, big wrestling fan, wrestling mama. And she's having hot dogs. Oh, I love me some hot dogs too. Plenty of protein, no sugar, no carbs. Especially if you just eat it without the bread, which I like to do often, dipped in some mustard. Just go to town, you know what I mean? It was cozy last night, I bet. Hey, D-Man. Tina, how are you doing today? Pixel says, I was in the kitchen, but glad you got the gaming stuff fixed. Yeah, me too. So I'm like, oh, so that's what it was. So on the first game capture streaming test, for those of you that remember, so what was it? Yeah, so I'm like, you know what? When I was still on the 360, like, San Andreas is not working. Maybe, because I thought maybe there's a scratch in the disc, or scratches that are the main problem, so it's a combination of a bad game and bad system. So I went through like 15 of my other games, and none of them were loading up. So that told me, okay, it's more the 360 than the games. So then I switched over to the Slim, and I'm just like, man, there's got to be a way to be able to play the Xbox games on the Slim. Because at this point, if I can avoid it and save money and not have to buy a whole other 360 or get it fixed, because it's not the console itself I cared about, it was the hard drive that had the saved game file for San Andreas, and that, so I could get another 360 and just take the old hard drive and connect it to the new one, no problem. So I looked it up again. It says, okay, you gotta, physically mod it to put the hard drive from the 360 into the Slim. So I watched a video, and it looked kind of like, but I said, you know what do I have to lose? I know for a fact that I got to get this 360 fixed one way or another. So I figured, okay, I could try this mod, and then if it fails and it doesn't work, worst case scenario, I could just do what I was planning on doing anyways, getting it fixed or replaced. So what do I have to lose, right? So I had to literally break open the 360 hard drive case to get the hard drive out. I didn't even have the proper tools to unscrew the little tiny little torque screws. So I used a combination of that, pliers to twist some of them off, and then eventually just got to the point of like just literally breaking the plastic pieces apart to get to it. But I was able to finally get the hard drive out, and without a casing, and watching the video, I put some pieces of cardboard underneath the hard drive so it wouldn't just be sitting in there super loose. Plugged it into as carefully as I could into the Slim, and I am still amazed and surprised. Knowing my luck, it wouldn't have worked, and I would have no idea why. But by some miracle, it worked, and now I could play all my games on the much better working Slim. Good to go. So I'm very, very excited about that. So no more issues with that. But it goes a bit deeper, in a way. But anyways, so one game that that has been on my wish list of games for years now, being a huge Matrix fan, is The Matrix Path of Neo, which I did have that game and an original Xbox a long time ago. And I don't even remember what happened to that copy of my game, because I know at some point I got a 360 and traded in the old Xbox to get the Xbox 360. So I don't remember if I used Path of Neo as one of the trade-ins or sold it, or I wish I could remember. That was so long ago. So got the 360, and then about, I would say again, 5 or so years ago, I came across an original Xbox at a thrift store for like $12. So I'm like, you know what? Let's take a gamble. I'm just gonna get it. And to this day, yeah. So for years and years and years, sitting in my closet, just waiting for the time to, get because it was just a box, so I needed to get an AV cable and possibly power cord. So I came up with a plan. Oh, and by the way, also, so all the games that my Xbox games work, except for one, and that being Grand Theft Auto 3. And it got the error code, and I Googled it, and it said, oh, okay, that's one of the games that is not reverse compatible with the 360. But I'm kind of confused by that, because when I look in my save files, I have a save file for GTA 3, and it says Luigi's Girl, or something like that. And of course, it was so long ago, I don't even remember if I even played that on the 360, or how that, I don't know. So, I see games and systems at them pretty regularly. Do you go, oh, do I go to yard sales? No, but I do plan to. Also flea markets. So, yeah, at some point, I'll be doing both to see what other things I can find. So and of course, again, I got the original Xbox because even then I knew, okay, Path of Neo is another one of those non-compatible games that will not play in a 360 and would have no choice but to get an original Xbox. So that's one of the main reasons why I got it when I saw it at the thrift store years ago. And now I thought, okay, all the more reason, or good thing I have it, because of GTA 3. And so, so I came up with a plan. So I have a Nintendo, a Nintendo 64, and a GameCube, and I thought, oh man, I'd love to be able to stream those too. But of course, they're all AV cable and not HDMI. So I knew that, okay, all I need now is a converter so I could play those games for like $20 to $30. So I went through my Xbox games and Nintendo GameCube games and thought, you know what, there's like 7 or 8 of these that I haven't really played or don't really remember or wouldn't miss if I got rid of them. So I'm like, you know what, let me go to a game store and see if I could trade those in to get one of those converters. So I had that. I had an extra Nintendo controller that I could trade in. So I did that, thinking at worst, I should be able to have enough trade value to get that converter. And I would have been happy with that. But as it turned out, I had enough to not only get that converter, but to get other things for the original Xbox. So I had enough left over to finally get an AV cord. But when I saw what the power cord was, I was like, oh, it's one of those standard, power plugs, like universal power plug things that, I'm like, I know I have at least one or two of those sitting at home, because I save all of my power cords and electronical wires, whether I'm using or not, because you never know, whatever. And good thing, because I got the AV cord, and then I came home and looked in my drawer, and what do you know? I have one of those power cords already, not even realizing it this whole time. So, came home, I tested the AV converter, so now I can play my other consoles and stream those. So, that one trade that has now instant access and opening my game streaming library and all that stuff. So, dug out the old Xbox, and the AV cord works, and the power cord works, plugged it all up, ready to test, only to find that Xbox doesn't work. Error code 7, your Xbox needs service, please contact customer service, and blah, blah, blah. No surprise. So later today, I found a video of somebody showing them fixing it. So I'm gonna go through and again see if it's something that's within my capabilities or not. But again, if not, worst case scenario, then it'll just be okay. And now I'm back to what will be cheaper, having this one fixed or just buying a refurbished one, going to the same video game place and then seeing about that. Because like I said, and they didn't have Path of Neo either when I went. So in a way, I guess it's a good thing that they didn't have it, because then I'd be really excited. Oh yeah, I get to play this, and then that'd be a double like not only does Xbox work, but now I have a game that I really want to play and I can't even play it. So that was a good thing. So hopefully, after watching the videos, through a stroke of luck and a miracle, I'll try to fix it. And again, being in that scenario though, where it'll be, again, it's a situation of I have nothing to lose. It's already gone, dead, broke, whatever. So if I try and fix it and it's still dead, broke, whatever, then it'd be no different than taking it now to see if I can get it fixed or replaced. So it's like, if I have nothing to lose, I might as well go for it, watch some videos, give it a try, and who knows, like I did with the Xbox Slim, maybe I'll be able to figure that out and get that fixed. I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised. I didn't watch the whole video yet if I don't, again, have all the proper tools, or I would need to buy another hard drive or buy another this. If it gets that out of hand, I'll just be like, you know what, I'll put it off and I'll wait a while before I, save up some more money, because I still need to buy the game itself. So until I can find the game. But it's all good though, because with the Xbox Slim, I have months and months of gaming material to go through. So it's not like that's the only game I had and was looking forward to, and it's that or nothing. So it's not all bad. It's not a completely lost cause. And all that. So Pixel says, I hoard wires too. Tina says, GameStop, take them, try GameStop next time. Can you take me to GameStop, Tina? Hey, BPM. Alright, so we're gonna get some of these labeled up. There we go. But it gets deeper, folks. Sup, Mikey? Sup, BPMs? Alright, so this one's going out, another InGen set, Carnivore set, only going out to Jenny in Westland, Missouri. Alright, thank you, Jenny. So when I tested the AV converter, I first tested the Nintendo 64, and able to stream my Nintendo 64, no issues there. Regular Nintendo, it's a no-go, folks. I'm like, don't tell me now I have two systems that are broken down. But it has been a good long while since I've played my regular NES, and even then it was not reliable. Like, it would take several attempts to get a game to boot up. So I think, like, over time it finally got to a point of, like, now I'm just getting nothing but a solid gray screen. Like, are you serious? So once again, we'll be watching some videos to see, you know, what can be done to clean it out and rebend the pins and this, that, and the other. Again, being that position of I have nothing to lose, it's already broke, so it's got to be fixed one way or another. So if I break it further, which I highly doubt, like, worst case scenario is I try to fix, take it apart, and it still doesn't work, then again, something to consider replacing, refurbishing. Or if I can't fix it, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get one of those top loader ones where, versus the one where you have to put the cartridge in, you know, and then bend it down into place. And again, something down the line, you know, months and months from now, when I get to a point of, okay, I'm running out of games now. We've gone through all the Xbox games and the Nintendo 64 games, but I highly doubt it. I would say months, if not years, worth of material just on Nintendo 64 games and Xbox games. So it's not, again, it's not like I'm worried about running out of any ideas for games anytime soon, of course. So that's the good thing. It's like we have 90% games, but 10% games we can't play. Okay, so, well, okay, we still have the GameCube. Wrong! So now my GameCube isn't loading games anymore, but the screen pops up, and there's another 5 or 6 games down the drain for now. So, another system to look up videos and see if I can fix it or not. And either, but again, of course, I mean, all these are super old games. We have games that came out in the early the 2000s, and then earlier than that. But kind of funny how the one that it doesn't have any issues is the Nintendo 64. Which, if I had to choose between all three of those, of which one I'd prefer to work, it would be the 64. Because I've been rocking out with some GoldenEye lately, Super Mario 64. So it is what it is. So, but in the end, it all does have a happy ending with being able to play all my Xbox and stream all my Xbox games now and all the Nintendo 64 games now with no boot up issues, with no crash issues, and all that good stuff. So there you go. Alright. So this one is Giorgio. Giorgio right here. With the InGen set. Going to France. That's right. Tina says, BPM, where do you leave at? Do you leave out of town? So I think that about wraps up all the video game and gaming stream updates. Basically, we have a Nintendo 64 and Xbox we can stream, and then in the future, once I get stuff figured out, fixed, or replaced, we'll have Nintendo and GameCube streams coming soon. But for now, look forward to more San Andreas game streams as our next mission is to complete the whole game on 100%, which I've never done before. So, completed all the missions, just need to get all the clams, horseshoes, and finish in finding all the gang tags and get that all sorted out. And have fun riding around, doing some road trips, all that good stuff. Oh yeah, you know it. BPM says, I'll fly to Orlando if you're going to take me. I got gas money. And I'm pretty sure me or Tina would be willing to take you. Okay. 2 more flatties. What do we got? What do we got? International delivery. Thank you, buddy. My pleasure. Oh, and then the last gaming stream I did, we hit a new record here on Hollywood Toys with my longest live stream ever, coming in at 11 hours and 40 minutes. As I tested a overnight game screensaver live stream, which I think would have gone a lot better if the game didn't freeze literally probably almost after I went to bed. So I opened up Grand Theft Auto 5, went into the house, so I could stream the TV shows that you can watch in the game. So I figured, at least it's some video, some audio, because, I was thinking of, like, how can I stream, or can I stream, or what can I stream when I'm not at home, or when I'm sleeping, just thinking of ideas. So that was one of them. So I set that all up, went to bed, woke up 11 hours later just to find that the game froze. So, and then at the last minute, again, I switched it back to San Andreas, and then all that stuff. So I think part of the issue, what didn't help was that was the same day I did the first game capture test with San Andreas and all that, and that was like 4+ hours. And then and so I had the Xbox running since then for hours and hours and hours. So by the time it got to freezing, the game was probably running by that point, on for 8 to 10 or so hours. So that probably didn't help. So I don't know if it just got too hot, got a bit overheated, because I know when I took the disc out, the disc was quite hot. So if I try that again in the future, hopefully that won't happen again, because it won't, I won't do it if I've already streamed for hours and hours already on top of that. So there's that. And then, of course, I also realized I can record that kind of footage and then just stream the video file without even having to run the game. So I do plan on, at some point, doing that, and turn those into videos as well as lives. So yeah. One for each channel on the TV, but when I played it, I think it's only 2 channels, so I don't know. Tina says, Mike, I like your shirt. That's right, Autobots roll out. True Transformers fan, that's right. Alright, so this one is going out to Josh in Rockford, Illinois. Yeah. What's up? What's up? And I know I've been behind on the vlogs because of all the crap, all the my ending to-do list. And it's funny, it's like I could, for every item I finish, for every task I finish, there's going to be another 2 or 3 to replace it. But you know, it is what it is. I'm just going to keep going at it until I finish all this crap. All right, y'all, we're down to my favorite and yours. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The tubes. Except I just realized there's one more label I gotta print. So let's get to it. Blew it. Alright. And then we can get into the exciting weight loss updates. Or non-exciting. Or whatever. We're tired of hearing it, y'all. I just want to find this so I can get this going as well. Where's it at? Yep, found it. Michael. Oh, duh, that's right. Okay. Oh, well, that would explain it. There we go. All right. 8 ounces. There's that. Select country. That's this country. Oh, forgetting. Trash that one. Trash that one. There we go. Yep. There's that. And I have read by shipping label. Print label. Oh, already. Okay. There's 5. Alright, so weight loss update. So a week before this past Saturday, for the previous months before that, I was kind of slacking on the diet and keeping track of things because, again, being so busy with everything. So I, kind of let loose a little bit, had a little bit more Wendy's than I normally like to have, more M&Ms, more chocolate chip cookies, And again, even then, not every day, and even then, not all day, still having my healthier proteins and chicken and salad, whatever. But, having more of the bad stuff, sprinkled here throughout, whatever. So the last time I checked my weight before that was back in May or something, and I was around like 131 or whatever it was. So after weeks and weeks and weeks of not checking my weight or anything like that, I thought for sure I definitely gained back. I probably thought I was back in the low 140s, if not at the very least the high 130s. I was like, it's gotta be. So the Saturday before last, I weighed myself, only to find I was still at 131 point something, and I was just totally blown away. I'm like, really? I had to check it 5 times. I was just I was pleasantly surprised, but I'm just even after eating like crap and not trying to and sticking to my 2 to 1 meal a day, fasting regimen. So, but that's the good thing about keeping track of the weight, is sometimes it can be a motivator, because I thought to myself, well, you know what? If I can still, if I'm still at that weight, even after not eating the best that I could, imagine what I could do if I switch back over and get back to staying on track, getting back to eating strictly 2 meals a day, no more sugar, no more chocolate chip cookies or donuts, no more sugar, more exercise, more walking, and then we can make it happen and maybe finally be closer to getting to my goal weight. So that's when so last week I'm like, that's it from this point on. So I set for myself the rule of, okay, for at least the next month or next 2 months, definitely for sure, no fast food, no sugar, no chocolate, period. And I've done it before where I went like 3 months in a row with nothing with any sugar in it whatsoever. Because, so that was the motivator. I'm like, I'm still there. Let's stay there and trim off even a little bit more. Because up until this point, the lowest weight that I was 129.8. So for the first time in years and years and years, I actually made it to the 120s, and then kind of floating up and down between the high 120s and the low 130s. So a week straight of strictly 2 meals a day, but the only exception to the rule being, if after having 2 meals a day but I get a craving later or I'm still hungry, I'll still eat something. It just won't be anything with sugar. So that's the only exception to the rule. I'll eat 4 times a day if I have to, just no sugar, no fast food. So I did that all week. Or no, I did the salt cleanse that Monday or that Sunday or maybe even that Saturday. I don't know. At some point I did the salt cleanse not too long after discovering, wow, I'm down to that. Alright, so I did that, and then whatever. So when I weighed myself, okay, so that was then. So the new weight is 129.1 pounds. So now I've broken another record again, and now I'm back. Now I'm at the lowest weight that I've ever been since starting the weight loss journey in 2017. So we're going to keep at it. And then, so I like to have my cheat days on the weekend. So the way I like to do it is I make Saturday my weigh-in day. So as soon as I wake up, or not even as soon as, sometimes I'll wake up, not have anything to eat or drink, and I'll go for a walk to burn off any last-minute calories even, go to the bathroom, and then weigh myself to have as clear of a reading or accurate of a reading as possible. Document that, measure my gut, see where I'm at with that. I'm at 33-inch gut all the way around, the lowest that I've ever been. So I don't think I've ever made it into the 32-inch range, right? So I did that. So then I reserve Saturday and Sunday as my cheat days, to where I won't be so as strict as, okay, definitely 2 meals a day no matter what. I'll have some chips, I'll have a cheeseburger, or whatever. And then when I get back to Monday, then again we'll do the rest of the week, again back to 2 meals a day, no sugar, no whatever, but leave open if I have to eat a third time or eat a snack. I'll do that, no problem. So that's what I've been doing. Let's see what we got here. Understand. What do we got? Okay. So yeah. But then also, I know that it helps to change up the calories that you're eating. Like if you're in a deficit, but you eat the same amount exactly every day, the body will get used to that and expect that. But if you have more calories one day, but then less the other, and then just kind of like make it sporadic, then the body won't have a chance. The metabolism won't have a chance to get used to that and slow down. So And again, I become fat adapted to where most days I don't wake up hungry. Like I can easily skip breakfast and lunch and then skip to just, dinner. But even though that was the case last week, I still ate something. So it's not like I can't eat. Like, just because you're not hungry, you see a pizza sitting in front of you or a chocolate cake or donuts, like, heck yeah, I'll be able to eat the whole box. Like a 10-pack of chocolate chip cookies, no problem. So, but I still ate my usual, like, I'll have 4 or 5 breakfast sausages, maybe a couple slices of cheddar cheese, and be good to go. So again, I decided to skip that because wasn't really feeling hungry, and I'm just gonna wait until dinner. And and that's now just a couple hours away. So yeah. And it's been months since I've had strictly one meal in a day. So we'll probably try and make that today. And I got my smart water to help along as well. And we'll make it happen. All right. So what else we got? We got this one. All right. This one's going out to Jerry in Edmond, Oklahoma. Oh yeah. And again, I can't recommend enough the extra virgin oil cocktail that I've shown how I make on many of the cooking lives that I've done, that I have before my main dinner. Helps lubricate the digestive system. It helps with better digestion. Helps reduce sugar cravings, and all that stuff. Which, by the way, especially on, Sunday is my main shopping day most of the time, and I realized, and of course we all know this, it's like, duh, of course, it's one of the most known things, that never go shopping hungry, or even when you're not hungry, because like I said, like, I could wake up on a Sunday, go shopping, not hungry, but then, there's those chocolate chip cookies that are just right over there. So I had my breakfast of sausages on Sunday. But even after that, I knew it wasn't hunger. I was craving those chocolate chip cookies. And if I wasn't on a strict diet again, I would have bought them again, because I already had, in the past month or so, 2 boxes of the deli-made chocolate chip cookies, and especially the last time, it was like a pack of 12 or 15 or something. I polished those off almost within the same day, if not in 2 days. So now I realize, just to help prevent that, especially for a while, to make it a point to, before I go shopping, whether I'm hungry or not, to just have that breakfast. So at least I could tell myself, well, I know it's not hunger, and it's just a craving. As much as I would love to have those, I'm not getting those for quite a while. I'll save those, or the chocolate-covered donuts if I could find them. I'll save that for a celebration stream where, let's say I hit 125 pounds. Then we'll do some chocolate chip cookies again. What am I? Okay. All right, 4 more to go. What else we got? Is this over here? All right, this is going out to Manuel in Miami, Florida. All right. Can't wait to make my way down there for some Scarface movie location shooting. So we could really live the movies through the eyes of Tony Montana. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Also going to be doing some more panels soon. Still working out some bugs on that, but, you know, we're getting there. So be there or be square. Alright, this one going to Ephraim in Philadelphia. Nice. Yep. All right. Okay, we also got my main man, super repeat customer, my guy Quan in Yonkers, New York. I think this is like his 13th order. Thank you so much, Quan. I really appreciate it. I hope you one day decide to tune into the channel. Know what I mean? And of course, going back to the video game thing, at some point too, once I get all those other gaming systems fixed and figured out, at some point I do plan on getting a newer, modern Xbox for sure. So that'll be a whole other thing. I want to play the RoboCop game, the new RoboCop games, the Terminator games, and then who knows what else that might pique my interest. Grand Theft Auto 6. And I think that will probably get a lot of views because that has been one of the most anticipated games, you know, pretty much ever. So, oh, howdy, Magic Mike. Howdy, Mr. Feastern. Pixel says, thanks for the business, guy. See, even my fans are saying thank you. And down to our last one, to another repeat customer, Mike in Georgetown, Canada. Oh, yeah. Wow! Wow! Another successful Mailing Monday. We have made it. We have finished it. We have labeled all the packages. Oh. We're forgetting one thing, but I don't think it really matters because it was only 2 over there. But we'll double check. Okay, yeah. We have done it. We have labeled all the packages. I don't have any packages left over without a label. I don't have any labels without any packages left over. Nothing like a successful Mailing Monday, folks. So, yeah. So, let's see. Howdy, Feaster, and don't be hacking Lantern now. I always appreciate when someone supports small business, indie-run businesses. I appreciate you for appreciating it. Oh, yeah. And, of course, always working on more items, more props, more backdrops, more posters to come. Like this cool Ironhide poster display that I made by putting the Transformers, the movie Transformers, from their vehicle mode to the robot mode. That is going to become a future item in the store. Because 99% of the time, the items that I make for me, really. Like, this is something that I want for my collection, for my wall, and then I put it in the store and then sell to other people. So it's like, so I stand behind my products because I use them. I mean, obviously. So, like, that as an example is, these are just printed on 13 by 19 sheets, and then I just got a bigger frame with a black backdrop and then put poster 1 there and poster 2 there. So I'm going to sell those as a poster set and make it an option to where you could either buy just the poster of the robot or just the poster of the vehicle, or both together. And of course, this set will be cheaper than if you were to buy both of the posters separate. So I'm going to have those for this, all the movie Transformers, and then make t-shirt versions of those, and all that stuff. So yeah, just so many things on the to-do list, to the add product to list, and all that good stuff. So so that's that. There's all the updates. There's the weight loss update. We're still going strong. We're still fighting through and powering through. And before long, hopefully within the next month or two at the most, I'll finally have gotten back to my original weight that I was when I was a young adult. And not that I'm not a young adult now, but a much younger adult. So I really hope you enjoyed this live stream, and if you did, then please consider subscribing to the channel, as well as visiting the Hollywood Toys store. The links are in the description box below. And leave me some comments, give it a thumbs up, and share the video. That's right. So, don't go anywhere, folks, though. I want you to stay tuned so you can check out even more amazing Hollywood Toys videos right after this. That's right. And Tina says, I have a little headache right now. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Pixel says, thanks for the stream. Thanks for being here so I have people to stream for. That's right. So, this is Magic Mike reminding you to live for your family and friends. Live your best life, and as always, live the movies.